Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best fasting methods to boost your metabolism or your energy. If you're interested, definitely stick around. All right, so we all know about this. I've been talking about this for a while now, but when we think about fasting, when we think about energy, when we think about metabolism, we need to first get the baseline understandings down. And I'm sure if you watch my other videos, this is just going to be a introduction to this concept because I want to make sure you understand this over and over and over again. I'm going to be that guy in your life that repeats himself until it just makes sense to you in your brain, in your body, in your soul. Fasting, what is that? When you refrain your body from actually consuming foods, right? Foods are all around us. We literally have been trained since we grew up, since we were born, to always needing food. And food is particular because when we ingest it, it goes inside of our body, and that's where the importance of food is. But what's happening now, society, is that we're spoiled with food. We have such engineered foods that give us so much satiety, not satiety, but so much more pleasure from actually eating it that we are consuming too much of it. As a result, the fact that I'm even making this video indicates something that we have a fundamental problem in our society, which is we're consuming too much. Consumption is at an all-time high in pretty much everything. And that was, again, designed because we want to increase our economy, etc., etc. But our health is paying a price. Every single person you see over the age of 50, high probability that they're unwell. They look probably accelerating aging. All the damage they've done as they were younger to older, it's paying the price right now. They're essentially showing the results of all the work that they've done in the past few decades. It's upsetting, but it's the reality of it, and that's what the situation is. But for our video today, we're going to talk about what are some best fasting methods that will help you boost your metabolism. And then let's just go ahead and establish what metabolism is how does your body utilize fuel for energy. The different fuel types are proteins, carbs, and fats. Proteins, carbs, and fats, as we're all aware of. And we want to make sure that we are able to leverage the fasting methodology to increase our ability to use those fuel types as energy. So when you're fasting, your body doesn't really need extra energy. Your body has the ability to produce energy within itself. So you're essentially giving a pause from your GI system from always working. It's always fundamentally working. If you think about from the moment you wake up, when you eat breakfast, or the moment before you go to sleep, when you're eating dinner, you're continuously consuming food, so your GI system is always working. As a result, it can have fatigue. You're having less nutrient uptake. You're actually damaging, because if you're eating a lot of ultra processed food, what's happening? It's actually killing and sloughing off the lining of your intestines, because again, it's not natural for your GI system to use. If you're eating a lot of fibers, then it's a different story, because you're actually going to be scrubbing that area off compared to the abrasive materials that are in the synthetic foods that we are eating right now. So, but what I want to do is also leverage the AI to help us give us a little more information on this topic, and I want to be there with you while we process this information together. So let's go ahead into the machine right now. Okay, so I went ahead and already asked the question, what are the best fasting methods for boosting energy? And what is its response? There is limited scientific evidence to support the claim that fasting can boost energy. So fair enough, right? Because this is more of a popular trend. This is something that we need to be discussing, so we will have more in the future. And again, remember, the AI only has information for up to the year 2020-2021 right now. Eventually, it'll have more up-to-date information, but that's the situation. However, some popular fasting methods that may potentially lead to increased energy levels include time-restricted feeding, intermittent fasting, and water fasting. It's important to note that fasting can also cause fatigue and other side effects, so it's essential to speak with a healthcare professional before starting any fasting regimen. On point on that category. So let's just first break those few sentences down. Those popular methods, which we always talk about in metabolism, is feed and fast, right? In this case, time-restricted feeding and intermittent fasting, and of course, water fasting as well. I actually incorporate water fasting and intermittent fasting as one and the same. It's important to note, so when you're first doing this fasting method, fasting tool, what you're gonna realize is you're gonna get super hangry. You're gonna get tired more easily because your body has been used to you injecting it with this this dopamine hit of ultra processed food, and when you're not giving it, your body gets angry at you. It literally becomes a child, and gets frustrated with you, gets angry, throws a tantrum. And you have to decide at that point, what do? Do you give into it, or do you persevere through? You push through and you overcome that, because the moment you do, something gets triggered within you. A catalyst occurs, an enzymatic reaction of sorts occur within you that stimulates your body to be like, you know what? This guy's not giving me any food. Let's go ahead and figure out another way to make food. And your body has this ability. It's always been doing this since the beginning of your existence. It's always had a way to make energy. It's, gluconeogenesis, fatty acid oxidation. There's so many ways we can go about this. So that's what we want to leverage. We want to leverage the different fuel types, and at the same time, fuel processes that will give you the energy that you need. Time restricted feeding is amazing, right? If you did the 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule of 16-8, 16 hours of fasting where you don't consume anything and 8 hours of feeding, that'll be great, because then you'll allow your body to actually leverage the food that you're putting inside of it. At the same time, you're not gonna have those waste products that you normally would have if you consume too much. Now, as a result of you doing this, you're just gonna get natural energy levels that are just gonna go off the roof. But in the beginning, you might feel tired, but over time, you'll feel a lot more energy. And if you're of my brethren, or female, whoever you are, that is overweight in your belly, in your love handles, in your chest area, in your neck, this just means that you have excess, two things, excess fats around you and excess loose skin around you. Well, you're gonna get a shit ton of loose skin if you lose all that fat too fast, because fat, you can lose it really, really fast, but the skin takes months or sometimes years to tighten up as well. That's a different topic for another story. If you're interested in understanding how your skin reacts to you losing weight, definitely hit me up in the comments below, letting me know you are interested, and I will make a video for that. Okay, moving back, increasing your energy levels. Let's just wrap this all up. To increase your energy levels, you want to do fasting because you want your body to be pushed into a state of autophagia, I like to say. This is gonna allow your body to use all the stuff that you're not using. So, certain areas might have a little extra, or certain areas might have some pathologies. And what's gonna happen is your body's gonna go into overdrive and clean up and fix any issues, because again, it needs to be in tip-top shape if you're gonna be not getting any extra energy or food from outside sources. So if you wanna increase your energy levels, go ahead and fast, give it a try. The first few days might suck, but it'll get really, really, really beneficial over time. With that being said, guys, hopefully you found value in this video. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, give me a thumbs down and tell me why in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my content as it comes out, subscribe to the channel. At the same time, if you want to be notified when the next one gets dropped, hit me up, hit that notification, letting me know, or letting the system know that you will get those notifications. With that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you got value from this. With that, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.